complaining.
Okay. Last question. To the individuals who you would legalize, and we're talking about millions and millions of people, for the individuals who are overseas, who have played by the rules, have applied to enter lawfully, but they can't get in because there aren't any spots, and those are wrongfully occupied by illegal aliens, what do we do? What do you tell them?
Tell them that they can stand in line. They deserve. Also,
the people should stay in line who are overseas.
No.
But the illegal aliens stay.
No. Because they're already here. They're paying taxes. They are working. Yeah. They're raising children.
You didn't answer my question.
So the question is, those who are trying to get into the country,
yes, ma'am,
we should let them in. On the other hand, those who are illegal aliens, if they are criminals, if they're child molesters, if they're doing anything illegal, we should, get rid of them.
Isn't every illegal alien who is here unlawfully a criminal by definition?
Not the same thing as somebody who is raping people, someone who's killing people. Hands off my Medicare!
John has come out here to the Reagan Library from Studio City. He is someone who is a fan of the United States president. John, let me ask you, why do you think that people should vote for Barack Obama for a second term?
Because I believe he does have the interest of the people in his heart. And I think that when people talk about when he extended the tax breaks for the wealthy, that was because the Republicans were going to kill the unemployment. You know? And I think that he is in tune with what real people, what's happening with real people in this country.
When you say he's in tune with what's happening,
he saved the auto industry, which was a big thing because everybody wanted to kill it. They were going to go, and he got the funds, and the funds have been paid back now.
Yes.
The United States, he can't do everything. It's not a dictatorship.
That's true.
Bills have to come out of the House. That's where they come first, all the monetary bills.
And when you talk about rules that came out of the House, one of the rules that didn't come out of the House was the comprehensive immigration reform that he wanted that would have legalized millions of illegal aliens. You talk about him being in touch with the needs of the people. Well, the needs of the people here in the state of California, as it is across the country, is employment. Here in the Golden State, we've got an unemployment rate of over 12%.
Right.
Wouldn't ridding ourselves of millions of illegal aliens open up a lot of jobs for unemployed Americans?
Well, I think that actually one of the pillars of this country, and it's been throughout the history of this country, has been immigration. And I think that, unfortunately, I agree. I mean, the borders were open, people would just come across, and there was no system, or the system was broken. Let's face it. I mean, I watched people just run across the border when I was in San Diego. It was a joke. And but that certainly wasn't under Obama's administration.
But what is under Obama's administration?
But what are we going to do? Are we going to round them up? We're going to have our squads go round up. How many millions? 12 million people? Put them in a camp and then ship them back? I mean,
is deportation, or rounding them up as you described, is that the only way that we could cause people to follow the laws of the United States? So they're already on the books.
I think, sir, actually they are, because there's no work here, and they have left. There's a lot of people there. The people
according to the Pew Hispanic Center, we have over 10.5 million illegal aliens in the country.
Well, I think a lot of them have left because there is no work here, or there's no, and they know it, and they're not.
Those who have committed crimes.
Yes.
Other than coming into the country illegally, those who are raping, those who are killing, those who are stealing.
You say crimes other than coming into the country illegally.
Yes, because
how about document fraud, driving without a license, tax fraud? Do those things qualify?
Well, that's a tough one. That's a tough
because
one.
That's just about every illegal alien.
Except they're not doing. They're told to do this. They're told to do this.
Do they have free will?
We're talking about.
Do they have free will?
They do. They're coming here because they have a bad situation in Mexico, but now they're going back.
Deportation is something entirely separate. If you have someone that is an undocumented worker that can enter the country illegally, that committed a crime here, they're going to be deported. There's no question about that.
But a person who enters the country unlawfully is committing a misdemeanor, and that's for a first offense.
Yeah.
You have people it's a bad argument. I'm sorry.
What's bad about it?
By virtue of your parents having been here first, and you're having the fortune of being born here, or I having the fortune of being born here, that gives me an advantage.
But that is the law, though, isn't it? As an attorney, you know that I'm right.
Yes, and President Reagan offered and signed amnesty for people. I am not in favor of that, not at all. Frankly, we have a jobs problem, and that needs to be addressed. And one of the ways of addressing it is by deportation.
But actually what President Obama would like to do, which is comprehensive immigration reform, would legalize millions and millions of illegal aliens, and they wouldn't be kept out of the job force.
The reality is we can't deport 10 million people. It's unfeasible. It's unpractical. And you're also going to be getting rid of people that are contributing greatly to our society. The people that are here, that are not here legally, who are committing violent crimes, there's no question. Those people should be deported. Should serve a sentence and be deported.
Can you give me a list of crimes for which people should not be deported?
How about we go the other way? Murder, any violent crime, assault, battery, rape, aggravated assault.
Unlicensed driving, tax fraud, forged documents.
It depends. If you're talking about
stolen social security numbers, forged social security cards, fake IDs, those are felonies, aren't they, in some jurisdictions?
It depends on the individual case, and it depends on the purpose. Sometimes it's not.
The purpose is committing fraud.
It depends on who you're talking about. Committing an employer. Are you talking about an individual that is committing fraud by making a material misrepresentation to someone,
such as using someone else's social security and claiming to have legal residence?
Well, let's say I'm an undocumented immigrant, and I use somebody else's social security to get a job. The person whose social security number I'm using is actually getting more of a benefit because I'm paying their social security taxes.
Until that person opens up a line of credit, winds up defaulting on the card, and ruins that person's credit rating.
You're making assumptions that in some cases are accurate and in some cases aren't.
Aren't you making exactly the same assumptions when you figure that's not going on? You've got a social security card.
No,
you can do more than that.
You're making a very broad generalization that I don't think is an appropriate.
Those things don't happen?
No, I don't think it's an appropriate generalization.
Does it happen sometimes?
Of course.
Common?
Everything that you're bringing up as a possibility happens sometimes.
Now they're going back.
Okay.
They are going back. Write this down. Put it in your pipe and smoke it. They are going back, and the farmers are not having enough workers.
Sandy, I very much appreciate your time. Thank you.
Who are you with?